Hey there, do-it-yourselfers. We're working on my 2004 first generation Toyota Tundra today. It's pretty dirty. It's been cruddy weather here, rain and cold, so don't mind that. But these trucks don't get enough love. There's a few on YouTube that talk about them and talk about them well, That Limited Tundra and Nathan's Toyota Garage, but channels like that. But there's just not a whole lot of do-it-yourself videos on this particular truck, so wanted to show you all. And I know there is one on the blower motor, and that's what I'm having trouble with, is the blower motor. But in this case, it's not the motor itself. The motor itself is working fine. What I'm having trouble with is the resistor, and you can see them both right here. You can see the resistor on the left and the blower motor on the right. And what's happened is the resistor's gone bad, and now this harness, or I'm sorry, pigtail wiring harness on the blower motor is burned. You can see the wire. I just pulled it out there. The wire's been burnt, and right where it goes into the connector. So that's going to have to be repaired, and I'm going to have to take the resistor out and put a new resistor in. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, tools we're going to need or might need for this job. I like to have more tools than not enough. I'm sure a lot of you are that way too. So what I've got here is torque set, 1/4-inch socket set. Again, probably won't need those, but good to have just in case. A light. It's morning time, so I've got plenty of light. Probably won't need that, but again, good to have just in case. Gloves just in case, obviously. For the wiring, necessities, pair of cutting pliers, your crimping tool, got to have that. This is for wire stripping, works really well. And then you're going to have a screwdriver, undoubtedly. This one has both Phillips and flathead, which are needed. Again, there's some Torx nuts too, but you could use the flathead for that. I've got a whole set of connectors, butt splices, and heat shrink tube. Again, let's do it right. Preferably to solder, but you can't always take all the wiring out of the vehicle, so this is the next best thing. I've already taken this cover off. This was on the fan itself. A nice thing to have. Minimizes noise for the most part. You can see it's got the sponge foam in there, but I've already taken it off. Just 2 screws for that Phillips head. Here is the resistor, new resistor. These things aren't the best. This one I bought from O'Reilly. Bought it because it does have a lifetime warranty. That way, if it goes bad, I could take it back. But at the same time, I've seen the Sequoia resistor, and it's set up differently. So if I have trouble with this one, I may go that route. The Sequoia fan matches up to this particular fan that I have, because my truck's a double cab. Tundras and Sequoia fans match, but then if you have a single cab or probably even an access cab Tundra, that's going to take a different fan and a different pigtail. This is a pigtail that I took off of a Sequoia, a 2006 Sequoia, as a matter of fact, in my friendly neighborhood junkyard, and it should work really well for this purpose. Okay, so I've taken the sheathing off, and now I'm going to put the butt splices on along with the heat shrink tape. I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's other videos on that. You all don't need to see that, but I'm going to go ahead and prep that before I go to the vehicle. Okay, so we're out in the truck, and we've got the blower motor here and the resistor here again. You don't have to take the glove box off, but I like to do that, give you more access, kind of see what's going on. You just have two Phillips heads right here, real easy to take out, and then we'll pop the glove box off. Again, I mean, even this wasn't shown very clearly in any videos, so wanted to show y'all how to do this in this first generation Tundra. So super easy. Okay, so you see here where I've disconnected this pigtail, and the other side is even starting to come apart too due to the heat. So and you can see there where too much heat and it's burning the contacts. So that's the resistor. I'm going to replace this piece here with that pigtail I got from the Sequoia, and I'm going to take this resistor out. Okay, so taking the top screw out of the resistor helps to have a longer handled or longer shaft screwdriver, both are Phillips head. Okay, here's the old resistor. Just pulled it out, disconnected it from its pigtail. Its pigtail looks okay. Looks like it's in decent shape. You can see where there's some heat and carbon buildup on this resistor. Definitely needs to be replaced. New resistor beside the old resistor. You can see the difference. New resistor going in, fits right in there, and then you're just going to plug up the same pigtail.
Really?
Okay, I'm going to cut this wire off right here at the pigtail so that I've got plenty of extra wire. More, again, is better than not enough. Okay, so here we go. I've prepared the pigtail, the new pigtail, new/old. And then here's the wiring coming down that went to the blower motor, and cut that off as close to the pigtail as possible. I'm going to connect this to this, butt splice it. So here's the new/old pigtail. It's been installed with the butt splices and the heat shrink. It's ready to go. It's much longer now. I'm going to wrap some electrical tape around it. I'm going to use some zip ties to keep it up in there where you won't see it. All right, we've got the cover back on, got it plugged in. I'm going to zip tie it back up in there so that it's out of the way, but it looks like everything's working. Turn the fan on, and we've got plenty of airflow. Looks like a solid install. Everything's in, tight. We're good to go. Click like, click subscribe if you would. I'm just here to help.